right? Um, if they go to his Spotify, just 3%, Spotify pays 0.0047 cents a stream. That means he's just made $8.46. Now, is that enough money to live off of? Absolutely freaking not, right? And that's at 3%. So his question to me was, hey, Christine, how do I get more streams on Spotify so that I can make more money? And I was like, that's a terrible question to be asking. That's the worst question that you could possibly ask. Because a better question you should be asking yourself is, if my goal is to make money, what is the best way to do that? Because you could spend your whole life trying to get millions of plays on Spotify, and you're making a fraction of a penny, and you still can't live off of that. You're still going to have to work another job, or you're going to have to live at your parents' house, or you're going to be homeless like I was for a long time. So this is the question that we need to ask ourselves. If my goal is to make money, what is the best way to do that? Because I'm going to tell you right now, it's not Spotify. So you need 1 million streams a month, okay, to make $4,700 a month. That'd give you about $60,000 a year. That's not bad, right? But you'd have to get 1 million streams a month organically, because that means you also couldn't be, if you were spending money on ads, spending money on marketing, spending money on Spotify playlisting, you're going to spend more money than what you're making. So you're actually going to lose money every month. You'd have to get 1 million streams organically just to make $4,700 a month. And that's a lot of listeners that you're going to have to try to get. And that's almost impossible, right? So this takes us back to our original question. If my goal is to make money, where is the best place to send my traffic to do that, right? And our original question was, what's the best way to do that? So this is the better question. Where's the best place to send my traffic to do that? So let's talk about this. What if there's a way to make 5 times more money just by tweaking one thing? And I'm not talking about how to get popular, how to get 1 million plays, and how to do all those types of things. Just where to send your existing fans, the ones that are already listening to your music. You can already make 5 times or more just by changing one thing. So let's talk about funnels. Most people have no idea what a funnel is. And today I'm going to talk to you about something that's going to blow your mind. So what is this one-page website, AKA a funnel? So it's a path that a fan takes to purchase something from you. It's their journey and a process that you put them through. So on Spotify, I broke this down into the same numbers. We talked about it earlier, right? If that same person that I was talking to, his name is Jimmy. He has 60,000 views on YouTube. And I said, if 3% of those people that landed on your YouTube video went to Spotify, you would have made a grand total of $8.46. But let's say you sent them to a funnel where 3% instead were able to buy, let's say, download an album and maybe a concert ticket, or download an album and a t-shirt, order a t-shirt, or maybe they bought a concert ticket. You were able to offer them something different. Because see, when they go to your Spotify, you can't really offer them much, right? Spotify has their own merch option, but it's not very effective. And I'm going to show you guys why funnels are way more effective. So let's say about 3% convert and buy about an album and a t-shirt. Your grand total is $72,000. That's 3 out of 100 people. If 3 out of 100 people go to your funnel instead and convert there, instead of 3% going to your Spotify, do you see the difference here? So that's the difference between a Big Mac, Happy Meal over here, and a Tesla. Is there anyone here that's like, I'd rather have the hamburger? No, you can make way more if you send them to a funnel. Funnel is just destroying Spotify right now. So to make that same amount of money, $72,000 on Spotify, you'd need 20.571 million people to stream your music. That could take you, most people will never reach that entire lives, just to start. But the people that I do know that have reached anything close to that, that can take them years. What if you spent 10 years? And even that's pretty good, right? Because that's 2 million plays a year. If it took you 10 years to get that, right, at 20 million, you can't live off of $72,000 in 10 years. You can't do that. It's insane. So I want to show you what a funnel actually is. So this is what a funnel is. This is an example of mine. So Your first page, you capture their email address. And the reason why you do this is because you want to be able to market to them forever. If someone lands on your Spotify, you're at the mercy of that person, hoping that they come back to your Spotify, or hoping that they find you on Instagram, or hoping that they find you on their website, hoping that they follow you enough to where they're going to come back and check on you, and that out of the million things that are going on in their life, they're going to come see if you're releasing new music or having a show or doing a crowdfunding or doing a live stream. The chances are tiny. They're microscopic that they're going to do that. So instead, what we do is we start off in our first page and we give them something for free, because nobody wants to just join a mailing list. You know what that sounds like? That sounds like, hey, let me spam you. But if someone likes your song and you're saying, hey, let me give it to you for free, they're going to be like, heck yeah, I want that song for free. So that's what we do here. We give them a song for free and we immediately grab their email. After we grab their email, they come to another page and it says, thank you. I like to put a video on that page and I like to say, thank you so much. I like to, show some of my personality. Thank you guys, really appreciate you. Check your email in about 10 minutes. The song's going to, show up in your email. And by the way, I have an album here. It's going to be, 75% off right now. If you buy it right now, you can get it for $5. You're never going to be able to get it for this cheap again. And if you want it right now, here you go. And I even put like a clip from a music video, or if you don't have a music video, you can put a clip from the song. I put a track listing. I explain, what style of music it is, that sort of stuff. And you can offer an album. You can offer like a small bundle. You can offer a show ticket. You can offer an autographed postcard. Maybe you don't have music yet, so maybe you can just create an autographed postcard, or maybe you have even an album, of like memos that you've, done, or maybe just live performances that you've put into like a hard drive, into like a Dropbox folder where you have like all these cool live performances that nobody else can access, just them. Something cool that is just really cool that you can sell for really inexpensively. And then after they purchase that, they get sent through it to another page. On mine, I like to offer, I have offered 2 albums for like $7, I think is what it is. And it's an album worth of cover songs that I did. But then I have an album of all this original music that I created that I never released. It's not mixed and mastered. The songs are not perfect, but it's really cool because the fans really love to hear these songs that I'm never releasing, that they can't get anywhere else. And so I give them the option to download that there. And so that's really cool. So it offers them something else. And then on the thank you page, I deliver their downloads. I give them the download links. And then I can still send them to, Facebook, Instagram, Spotify, wherever I want to. If you wanted to, you could even give them one more option to buy something else. But see, what's happening is you're controlling their journey. You're giving them an option to spend money with you. Instead of sending them to Spotify where they're going to spend 0.0047 cents, even if they stream it all day, you're still going to make pennies. It's not a great business plan. So let's talk about Spotify versus a funnel. Spotify pays 0.0047 cents a stream. As a funnel, you can earn $10, $20, $500, $5,000, whatever. You can sell anything you want in a funnel. You can sell a, cool retreat where they get to come and, write songs together, or they get to be in your music video. You can sell anything. Spotify, you're limited by what Spotify's options are to monetize. Again, they can only stream your music. I said Spotify has a merch option now, but it doesn't directly put them in that journey. They have to go find the merchandise. They have to go look for it. It doesn't pop up in their face, right? But on a funnel, you can sell whatever you want. On Spotify, you can't retarget fans with new offers because you don't own the traffic. Spotify owns the traffic. You don't have their emails. You don't have their phone numbers. You have nothing. There's no way that you can remarket to them, because you're hoping that they just find you. And let's say that you're sending them to Instagram. Even if they're following you on Instagram, that algorithm, it doesn't always show your stuff to people that are following you. Sometimes Facebook too. Sometimes you never see anything that people post unless they're spending money, unless you're spending money on ads, right? So if you can't retarget fans in a funnel, you can. You can retarget fans with new offers as often as you choose because you're grabbing their email. You can grab their phone number. If you are running ads, you can now create audiences to where you can retarget people that have landed on your page. A lot of people don't know that. If someone's landed on your page, they're interested, right? And sometimes people just need to see your product, your album, your live stream invitation ticket. They have to see it a couple times before they buy it. And so this is a huge, huge opportunity here. And last, your biggest fan has only one way to contribute to your career, right? They can only stream your music. If they're on Apple Music, that's all they can do, And on Funnel, your biggest fan can have unlimited ways to contribute and support your career. It's only limited by what options you give them. You can sell hats. I've sold chips and salsa. I have a tortilla chip and salsa company. I've sold my chips and salsa in my funnel. You can sell anything that you want. And fans love it. They want to buy something from you. Like, that's what people don't know. Fans want to support you. Like, I remember when I had my very first crowdfunding campaign and someone donated $500 and I just couldn't believe it. And it was someone that I had never even met. But when they saw that I needed money to record my next single, they donated. You have fans. And listen, you don't have to have a ton of fans that do that. What's those numbers? All you need is 1,000 true fans, that are willing to spend $100 with you a year, buy like an album, a t-shirt, and a show ticket a year. And you've made $100,000 a year just off of 1,000 people. It's the same thing here with the funnels. You don't need millions of people. And this is why I'm telling you guys, when you send people to a funnel, you can make enough money to live off of if you're getting a small amount of traffic. Whereas Spotify, you have to get a ton of traffic to live off of that. So the other big thing is, let's say you spend years building up your Spotify, your subscribers, etc. If Spotify is replaced by a new platform, you lose everything. Or let's say Spotify goes out of business. That was a big thing for me. That happened when I built up my MySpace. I built up my MySpace so big. Oh my God, I spent so much time every single day. And then I lost it all when Facebook took over. I lost everything. If I would have known what I knew now back then, oh my gosh, I would have made millions off of what was happening in my MySpace account, but I lost it. But in a funnel, you capture their contact information right away so you can reach them indefinitely. And so that's in that first step that I showed you guys, where you give them something for free. And I always recommend, hey, if they're coming to watch your music video, they like your music video. So it only makes sense to offer them that song that they're watching the music video in. So that's a really, really great opportunity. Give them something for free right away so you can grab their information. And like I said, we offer a free song in exchange for their email or phone number in the first step. So this is a picture of me just asking for their email. I ask for their phone number now as well, which is really cool because now you can also market to them in their phone. So let's cover potential income within a funnel versus Spotify. I wanted to break down these numbers even more. So I broke down, Jimmy had told me he got 60,000 views on a video. So I broke down that if 3%, went to his, in his description, went to his song on Spotify, he would have made $8.46. But if 3%, if he sent them instead to a funnel where 3 out of 100 people were able to buy an album and a t-shirt, then he would have made $72,000, which is a huge difference. Let's break it down even more, right? Because I did tell you guys about this. I love seeing this because sometimes you have to break it down by seeing something so ridiculous, right? A Happy Meal and a freaking Tesla, a huge difference. But I broke it down even further. Okay, 3% went to his Spotify. He would have made $8.46. Let's say 1%. So 1 out of 100 people go to your funnel and buy like an album or a t-shirt or album in a live stream. You would have made $24,098. That's only at 1%. So you see how the numbers are still like, it's just kicking Spotify's butt over here. Again, that's like a Honda Accord versus a Happy Meal. Again, crazy numbers here. I broke it down even more. If 0.5% convert to your funnel, 0.5% convert, you're still making $12,098. Like, there's still no comparison compared to sending them to your Spotify or Apple Music account. There's no competition here whatsoever. It's not even close. So let's keep going, right? Because I don't even know what kind of car that is, but you can still buy a car versus a Happy Meal. Insane. So here's an even bigger thing. Let's say nobody buys anything in your funnel. Nobody. It converts at 0%. Okay. But let's say 3 out of 100 people sign up to get your song for free. Let's just say that, which automatically puts them into your email list. Okay, and you create this. I use something called ActiveCampaign. A lot of people use MailChimp. You can create something where they automatically get a series of emails from you. Okay, it's called an automatic email sequence. So basically, when they signed up here, yeah, they got sent through all the steps, where we showed them how to buy an album and they could buy a t-shirt or they could buy other things. But what's happening in the background is they got sent to an email software where they're now going to get automatic emails from you. So you can now create an email sequence. This is what mine looks like in ActiveCampaign. So there's one email and then it waits one day. There's another email, it waits one day. And what happens here is once you create your emails, you set it once and then it automatically sends to them. You don't have to send any emails manually. It automatically does it. And so what you can do is you can nurture your relationship with fans because maybe they were interested, but maybe they just weren't quite sure yet, or maybe they were busy, or maybe they were washing dishes and they just didn't buy your album. But what we do is we want to create an email sequence that nurtures that relationship, because I've had fans that have literally contributed thousands of dollars to my career. But that wasn't just because I posted a link and said, check out my song. That never happened. It happened because I nurtured the relationship. In other words, I shared behind the scenes footage. I told stories about the songs that I wrote. I shared very heartbreaking stories about the reasons why I wrote certain songs. I did different things, that opened me up as a person and let them see me and who I was as an artist and as a human being. Because when people like you as a human being, they want to support everything that you do. So that first email, I'll give them hey, this is why I wrote my song. I might even give them another free song, and say, here's another free song on my second email. And this is why I wrote it. In my sequence, I talk about how I lost my best friend and I have a music video that I wrote and created in honor of her. And so I share that. And then on the third or fourth email, that's when I say, hey, if you've been liking what I've been sending you, I'm recording a new album. Or, hey, I'm, surviving as an independent artist. And if you would like to purchase my album, man, it would mean so much to me. And it would, any money that you use to buy any of my products or music or merchandise, it's going to go right back into my music. And see, by that point, most of them are getting to know you now, and they're starting to like you, and they're starting to realize that you're just a human being just like them, which is really cool, right? Because you get that first initial automated email sequence, but you could sell to them forever. Guys, there's artists out there that literally, my friend Frankie Moreno, who now holds the world record for #1s in the world. He's an independent artist. He's beat out Madonna. He's beat out Whitney Houston. He's beat out Drake. He's beat out everybody you could think of. He's an independent artist. He has an email list that's enormous. He makes hundreds of thousands of dollars off of his music, just selling the music, because he doesn't send them to Spotify, because he would make making a fraction of a penny as opposed to, him selling the album for $10 or $20 is a huge difference, right? And having an email list where you can send it to them, it's showing up in their inbox. That they see it. Whereas when you post something on Instagram, you're hoping that the algorithm favors you. And half of them don't even follow you on Instagram or TikTok or Facebook. If they've gone to your Spotify, they may just land on your Spotify and never see you again. That's why you want to capture their email and put them through a funnel. So I broke this down. So let's say nobody buys anything from your